Hello, I'm Burt Green. This is the Burt Locker, trying to stick to my new schedule of casuals guides, UFC fight previews on a Wednesday or Thursday. Today being Wednesday or Thursday. That means I'm sticking right with it. It is dark as shit outside, so I've had to put some extra lighting on, which is giving it this kind of nice Halloween-y effect. I'm a big fan of that energy, that kind of dark energy. How do you like your energy, Dak? Sorry. That's a private joke. No one's going to get it, suddenly. Anyway, I digress. The purpose of this video is to preview the UFC Vegas 85 fight card in a quick hit fashion, so that you get information on every single fighter, every single fight. It's not like detailed. I don't go in deep on these because I like to get this wrapped up in about 15 minutes. It's just a very quick overview of the card, and it's useful because it means that you don't have to spend 2 hours watching a fight breakdowns video. Look, if you want all the details, go and check out Dan Hardy. You can listen to him for 2 hours talking about every single fight, like in much more detail. This is an overview, and it's useful because it just means that you'll know who's fighting on the undercard. You can get more out of the event. This is so that you can get more out of the event on Saturday night. So let's get cracking. We're going to start off in the heavyweight division. Holy shit. Start with the big guys. Thomas Peterson, 8-1, taking on Jamal Pogues, 10-4. 6'1", plays 6'3". You've got Peterson, who's this big wrestle heavy guy out of Minnesota. Excellent high crotch takedown. Really, really good. It's one that he goes to quite a lot. Pogues being the taller guy, that's going to be a useful weapon, especially if he gets Pogues up against the cage. Excellent ground and pound as well. Nasty. Pogues, he's big, he hits hard, but he gasses pretty quickly. I am taking Peterson in this one. I think maybe even by submission after, crushing him from the top for a bit. He's got crushing top game. Then we move to the 155ers, lightweights. Landon Quinones, 7-2-1, taking on Markel Medeiros, 8-1. Quinones is a good striker. He's got a very good knockout rate, actually. He's new to the UFC, though, so make of the quality of opposition what you will. Medeiros is nasty. Six knockouts on 8 wins. That's a good rate. This one should be fight of the night. Honestly, they're both similar in a lot of ways. I think they're going to slug it out on the feet. I'll roll the dice on Medeiros. Then you've got Luna Carolina taking on Julia Stolarenko from Lithuania. 125-pound division. Ladies, 5'6", plays 5'7", 3-inch reach for Carolina. Now, Carolina, she's a pretty decent all-rounder. She usually outworks her opponents in decisions, keeps up a pretty high work rate. Stolarenko, 11-7. She's not 10-8 anyway. It says she's 10-8. She's not. She's 11-7. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. All 10 wins are submissions. She's very, very good when it comes to submissions. I'm going to take Stolarenko by submission here. It's no secret what she's going for. Jeong-Yeon Lee, 10-1 from South Korea, taking on Blake Bilder, 8-1-1, 145-pound division. Bilder fighting out the US and A. 5'10", plays 5'8". Lee is a very typical, well-rounded Asian MMA fighter, and From that part of the world, they just seem to be very good in every area. It's just that comes with their martial art training. It's a way of life over there, and they're very, very well rounded. The Korean Tiger, he's a problem. That's what they call him. They call him the Korean Tiger. So anyway, Bilder is pretty well rounded. He's got good submissions. He got a good one on Dana White's Contender Series. It's where I first saw him. Got a nice rear naked choke. He has struggled a little bit since hitting the main roster. I'm going to take Lee here because I just feel like he's too well-rounded for Bilder in this one. Themba Gorimbo, 11-4 from Zimbabwe. Taking on Pete Rodriguez, 5-1, 170-pound welterweight division. 6'1", plays 5'9", with a 6-inch reach for Gorimbo. Now, Gorimbo, he got a house from The Rock. I don't know if you remember that. He's also got good grappling. He's got a very good guillotine. That's something you need to watch for. You need to really watch your neck if you're shooting in on Gorimbo, because when he grabs that, he's so strong. Very good. He'll also grab an arm and a strangle. A scramble, not a strangle. Although he could strangle you as well. Rodriguez, he looks like a lightweight Cain Velasquez. Can you see that? Like a lightweight Cain Velasquez with hair, right? 5 wins, all KOs. He's got very heavy hands, does Mini Kane. He's got good knees as well. I like Mini Kane in this one. Mini Kane by knockout. Sorry, Rodriguez by knockout. But he's not called Mini Kane. I call him Mini Kane. I'm the one that calls him Mini Kane. His real name is Pete Rodriguez. I'm going to move on. Azat Maksum, 17-0. Oh, yeah, Azat Maksum. I was telling my mate about this guy the other day. Sorry. I'll introduce his opponent first as well. I'm not going to just breeze past his opponent. That would be very disrespectful. Taking on Charles Johnson, 125 pounders. Now, 5'7" plays 5'9", 2-inch reach for Johnson in this one. Now, Maxim, I was talking to my mate about this the other day because Dave from the DT podcast, just by the way, go and check out his podcast. Actually, he's moving to Instagram now. I probably shouldn't announce that yet. Sorry. Well, he's on Instagram also, but he's still on YouTube. Go and check out his podcast. It's really good. Anyway, no, it wasn't even him I was talking to be fair. No, I was saying it was another one of my mates I was chatting to, where he didn't know who Shavkat Rakhmonov was, and I was talking about him. And then all of a sudden, he burst into the scene. He was like, "Is this the guy you're on about?" It's like, yes, Shavkat Rakhmonov. Like, he's now 18-0, all finished. Like, absolute monster. This guy, Maxim, is from the same part of the world, from Kazakhstan, right? Very similar fighter, 17-0. Right? Not all finishers, but he's got a lot of finishes. 12 on 17. That's pretty good. For the flyweights, that's a very good finish rate. Right? He's just so goddamn good. They gave him Tyson Nam for his debut fight. That's massive respect. Tyson Nam's super tough. That went to a split decision, but Tyson Nam is very, very good. That's a high level guy. So, yeah, Maxim, sky's the limit. He's going to be flyweight champion one day. I'll say it here first. There's my words. I'm putting them out there. Maxim, Azat Maxim, flyweight champion, next couple of years, I reckon. Then you've got Charles Johnson coming off 3 losses. The UFC are not being kind to him here, honestly. So, he's coming off 3 losses and the UFC are throwing him to an undefeated Kazakh. Look, he's tough. He's not going there to lose. He's not going to go there to roll over. That being said, Maxim by decision in that one for me. Molly McCann taking on Diana Belbita, the Romanian. Ladies strawweights, 5'4" plays 5'7", 5-inch reach for Belbita. Now, Molly is fun. She's a bit horrible at the weigh-ins. I don't like her personality massively when she's in those kind of like trash talk. Like, she's being a bit just like a kind of a bully. Her personality is a bit like a cheese grater. It does grate on you. She does hit a mean spinning back elbow though. I'll give her that. She's fun to watch, but her grappling's not good. That's the way to beat her. Belbita is an absolute dime piece. She's a good kickboxer as well. She got outworked by Kowalkiewicz, which I was surprised by. Belbita, her problem is if you're going to kickbox with Molly McCann, you're playing into what she wants to do. Molly McCann's very good at stand-up, so that I think McCann, she needs to overcome the reach. I reckon she probably will. Molly struggles against grapplers, but Belbita, she's not really that. I'm going to say Molly McCann's going to take the KO in that one. Then you've got the main card. If you enjoy this content, hit subscribe, hit the bell notification. It will let you know when all the videos come out. It really does make sense. So you've got Gilbert Urbina, 7-2, taking on Charles Radke, 170-pound welterweight division, 5'9", plays 5'9". They're both the same height, reach is similar. So you've got Urbina, he's got a good long striking style. He throws a lot of front teep kicks and he cracks it high really well. He's very, very fun to watch, actually. Now, Radke, he's well-rounded. He's comfortable in every area. A little bit more of an all-rounder. I'm going to take Urbina in that one. I think he should land something from the outside, honestly, because he just fights from there. He fights from distance really, really well. Alishkab Kisiev, 12-0, the Russian, against Makhmud Muradov. 26-8 from Tajikistan, middleweights, 5'9", plays 6'2". Man, bloody hell, Muradov's massive, isn't he? Kisriev is an excellent Russian grappler. He just is. Crushing top game, chain takedowns for days, back takes are just devastating. That you know what he's going in there to do. Come on. Muradov, he's a heavy hitter. He's got a lot of knockouts. He is susceptible to good submission guys though, which is a problem because Kisriev is very, very high level. I'm taking Kisriev by submission in that one. You've got Viviane Araujo, 12-5 from Brazil, taking on Natalia Silva, 16-5, also out of Brazil. 125-pound ladies, 5'4", plays 5'4", 3-inch reach for Araujo. Now Araujo she's pretty good anywhere the fight goes. Honestly, she's got good stand-up. She's a scrapper. I do like her. Silva slightly better on the feet, I think. Very good striking and very good spinning attacks. She also hits quite a lot of submissions. I think honestly she's probably slightly better than Araujo in every area. I'm going to take Silva by decision in that one. Then you got Randy Rude Boy Brown, the Jamaican, taking on Muslim Salikov out of Russia. 170-pound division, welterweight, 6'3", plays 5'11", 8-inch reach for Salikov. Brown's really slick. His striking's come such a long way. Check out his footwork in his last kind of 3 fights or so. It's chef's kiss. He's just he hits submissions off his back as well. He's really well rounded. He's strong as an ox as well. Hits really hard. Big fan of Randy Brown. Salikov is pretty scary, but Dalby pieced him up though. Dalby did a great job against him. Shout out Nicholas Dalby for battering Salikov when no one thought that you'd do it. You're a massive underdog, and he just looked fantastic. But anyway, back to Salikov. Look, he's far from invincible, but look, if he gets on top of it, he's got crushing ground and pound. I like Brown here though. I think his striking has come such a long way, and he's good on the ground too. I think he's too good on the ground to be held down by Salikov. I like a decision for Randy Rude Boy Brown there. Then you've got Leonardo Marcano, 17-5-1 from Brazil, taking on Drew Dober, 155-pound division. 5'11", plays 5'8", with a 2-inch reach advantage for Moicano. He's got longer legs as well. Moicano, he's an elite level grappler. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. He's got good Muay Thai as well. But look, he will chase the submission all day because that is his bread and butter. And do you know what? There's a reason, because he gets it most of the time. Drew Dober is a savage. Wonderful jawline. He's got strong hips. Very, very hard to take down. He's got heavy hands. I like Dober here. I think Moicano will be happy to look for the submission, but I think he's going to leave himself in positions where he's going to be very vulnerable to the ground and pound from Drew Dober. And Drew Dober hits so frighteningly hard when he's hitting you from top position. Then you have the main event of the evening. Roman Dolidze, 12-2, fighting out of Georgia, taking on Nassourdine Imavov out of Russia/France, or wherever he's from. I think he's Russian, but he fights out of France. Either way, he's from Ciryl Gane's camp. 185-pound middleweight division, 6'2", plays 6'3", 1-inch reach for Dolidze. Now, Roman Dolidze, I can't believe he isn't Paul Craig. I look at him, I do a double take every single time. They really do look very similar. It's just a bit. Anyway, opposite skills though to Paul Craig. Paul Craig is the elite level grappler, whereas Dolidze, he's just got amazing striking. He's a well-rounded guy, is Dolidze. He's one of these absolute killers that's come out of Georgia, similar to what's his name? The flyweight, Merab Dvalishvili. There's a lot of those Georgians, the Giga Chikadzes. They're all out of Georgia. The Georgian mafia. They're so good. They're actually frightening guys. They really are. His front kicks, his knees, savage, absolute savage. Roman Dolidze, scary. Imavov, he's more of a point striker. He's precise, he's light, he's fast. He comes from Ciryl Gane's fight camp, and you can really tell he's light on his feet, he's in, he's out. He uses that point fighting style. And don't get me wrong, he can knock you out as well. These are big guys. They're 185 pounders. The power is there, but he's much more likely to kind of be methodical, be a little bit more cerebral, and he'll fight from the outside. Whereas I think Dolidze is going to chase him down. I think when Dolidze hits you, I think there's going to be far more impact, far more consequences when you get hit from Dolidze. That's why I'm rolling the dice on Dolidze in this one. I'm going for a body kick, knockout, body kick stoppage by Roman Dolidze. It's going to be a fun night of fights. Johnny, it's a little bit of a come down card from the UFC 297 high. But yeah, this one is a very, very solid card. I'm going to enjoy it. I'll post some terrible bets on Saturday. They're just for fun. I like to find the longest, most stupid odds possible because gambling should be fun. Always bet within your means. And until next time, keep those odds long and those bets terrible.